Judicial Watch is proving that there's millions and millions of voters out there that aren't accounted for, and they're forcing states to clean it up. Very interesting. Let's go back to post 1197. And Anon asked the question, this was back April 2018. Will election fraud be revealed soon? Q says, yes, midterms are safe. Watch California. And we're looking at California, and there's millions and millions of people that had to be cleaned up. Post 2610. And Anon said the following, will voter fraud be exposed before January? Q said no. 2019 push voter ID based on verifiable intel. Fraud. 2020 plus safeguarded. Then Trump came out with the following today. He tweeted out the following. Wow. Report just out. Google manipulated from 2.6 million to 16 million votes for Hillary Clinton in 2016 election. This was put out by a Clinton supporter, not a Trump supporter. Google should be sued. My victory was even bigger than thought. At Judicial Watch. He's pointing the finger now at Google, letting everyone know that they were manipulating the election, not Russia. Social media was manipulating the election. Plus, we have dirty voter rolls in all of these states. Millions of people. Think about it. If you add it up around the country, 1 million here, 500,000 there in this state, 200,000 in that state, 700,000 in that state, you add it all up, what do you get? Like 3.34 million people? Then you add in what Google was doing and other social media platforms. This is how they manipulate the votes. Actually, if you go back to the election, Clinton actually won the popular vote by something like 3 million votes. Trump won because of the Electoral College. They knew there was something wrong. This is why the Founding Fathers had the Electoral College, because they knew it would be very easy to manipulate the popular vote. Think about it. Some wealthy individual from another country said, you know something? I'm going to get my candidate to be voted in as president. And this is going to be a 5-year plan. This is all I got to do. All I have to do is send the people up to the southern border and say, these individuals are seeking asylum, and they're all part of my group. Have them come in and filter them throughout the United States. In the beginning, it will look like nothing. But over 5 years, we'll have millions of people in this country. And within 5 years, this individual that we want, who's not American, this individual will be able to go around the United States, campaign, and get support. And the mainstream media, they will look at this individual and support him or her. Doesn't make a difference. And when the time is right, we will get this individual into office because they will win the popular vote because we just manipulated it. Sound familiar? This is why the Founding Fathers knew they needed a safeguard. That was the Electoral College. Now, we know after the event that we had in El Paso and Dayton that the Dems, deep state, their mission was to push gun control. And they already had bills sitting there waiting for a crisis. They got the crisis, and these bills have to do with universal background check and eventually a gun registry, a database. This mimics what the UN Arms Treaty was all about. This is what they were trying to get through because they want a record of everyone's weapon. Now, we know that Trump was never going to go along with this. Yes, in the beginning when everything was, emotional, he came out, yes, we're going to be looking at this, but we're going to